Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 5. This is a bit of a summary video from last week, and I want to turn our attention a little bit towards this coming week in the last few moments. But first of all, back to last week in the story of Miriam. I think one of the very interesting things that we pick out of that story is that it is layered. There's probably a few things going on there, and most of those things you picked out in your discussion this week, for sure. A little bit of sibling rivalry. Definitely an aspect of jealousy that was creeping in there in terms of how they related, but specifically why Miriam responded and ultimately was given sort of the punishment and had to take responsibility the way she did. Why is that the case? And I think one of the layers that's there is, as we brought out in the week, this idea of ethnocentrism or even racism, even in those early times of humanity. We have this person who is a Cushite woman who, what we know about the Cushites is that they were a people who were not enslaved, not like the Hebrews were, and they were a free nomadic peoples who had existed in that fertile area for many, many years. And of course the Israelites were the enslaved people, the Hebrews. And for Moses then to come out of a situation where he had been a slave and now is marrying this woman from this free tribe might have been upsetting to Miriam and perhaps others. That how could he think that he is superior, that he's able to do that sort of thing? Has God not spoken through us also? What are we, chopped liver? And so I think it's an important thing to remember there, and perhaps a little bit different than some of the things that we experience in today's world. But on to this week's assignment. As you know, the first part of your signature assignment was due this week, and I want us to pay attention to some of the things that are important about this particular paper. You would have noticed earlier in this semester we gave you a PDF to download which has all of the instructions for this particular paper on it. But I want to make sure that you understand that it's important for you to choose one of the themes that has been highlighted there for you, and that there are 3 parts to this assignment. The first one was due this week, which is basically the overarching idea. What is it that you're going to research? Why are you researching it? And how are you going to research it? It's really the components to that. And then your first draft, which basically gives you an opportunity to make sure that you're on the right page, so to speak. And of course, at the end, your final paper, which is going to be where the bulk of the grades lie. If you need any particular help with that, you can refer to the additional pages that have been supplied for you, telling you how they're going to be graded, what we're going to be looking for, some specifics in terms of writing style, etc. And if beyond that, there's some things that are not clear to you, please let me know, because it is very important that you get this right for the future. Okay, so I'm going to just leave it there for now, and if you have any specific questions or queries, I'll be happy to dialogue with you about that. So looking forward to seeing what you put together this week.